Morning. This is empathetic with me. Sometimes upload 3 times, 4 times a week. Sometimes upload 4 times a year. It all depends on when I know hits. It is a very sick weekend. I will call it the Mopey Mucusy mornings. Wyatt has been taking care of me. I started getting sick and just only now started feeling better. I was able to upload yesterday, but just couldn't. I feel not as bad as I have felt in the past couple days, but pretty bad. It's thankfully only in my throat and in my nose now, other than my whole body feeling gross. I have eaten some things, mostly protein, all weekend. I've gotten almost halfway through the third book. On Thursday, I was so nervous that I bit all of my fingers to bleeding, and then when I was when I was doing my adventuring stuff for Friday, I got some nails, and Wyatt likes them a lot. I put them over top of the bleedy bits, and it hurt, but they look better than they were, and I can't bite through the plastic, so at least they'll grow a little bit. I have been coughing up a lot of the gray because I don't cough very often, so during the sickness I've been coughing and getting most of the gray stuff from smoking out, so I'm quite proud of that. I made 2 teas last night, and I kicked one because it wasn't on the Pringles can. I cleaned it up immediately, but I was very sad because I made 1 tea of neocitrin, and I put it on my little table of bleaching powder, and I usually have my Pringles can over here for my chamomile tea, but since it wasn't on the Pringles can, I didn't see it, and I kicked it. So I have an uncanny ability to kick drinks that are on the floor. I've tried making this video twice now, and I'd have to wait until a later time, but it's 10:41 now. Look at this. Oh, I can show you the pretty sunrise, because now I'm not on my phone. It was so early this morning that I needed to use my phone for light, but it was very pretty. Yeah. Look at that. That's so pretty. That was the perfect colors of purple and orange. I feel so weird putting it like this. I could have just put it as like the main picture or whatever. You get the idea. It's pretty. Um, I went for my first shower last night in a while. And oh my goodness, it felt so nice. Did all of the necessary feel good for yourself things. Put the lavender on. I washed my face. I even managed to shave, which is like a few and far between thing for me. But I've been trying to incorporate it more into my routine when I am having me days. I even did a pedicure thingy. Not like full pedicure, but like got rid of all the dead skin and stuff. And as you can see, I did my nails as well. That was the night before. Also trying to read more. I tried journaling the other day as well. I think I am going to journal after the video. And I'm going to make a tea. Excuse me. Excuse me. I feel like if you take care of someone, shouldn't they do the same back? Like, I don't know. You're told ever since a young age, like, treat others the way you want to be treated. But, like, gotta give some context. I wasn't the first one to be sick in the house. But when it wasn't me sick, I would get tea, food, prop them up, blankets, massage them, everything, without them saying anything or having to ask for it, just doing it. And like, I would wake them up with massaging and with food and with tea. But when I turned out to be sick, like Friday night, I started getting sick. And Saturday morning, I was woken up like every 2 hours with this side bloody because I was blowing my nose so much, and this side so plugged up I couldn't breathe. And it's just like the waking up with the same aggravation and irritation stuff. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why is there not the same treatment? Like, part of me thinks it's calculated and done on purpose. But then again, that's just my brain. That's how my brain works. After being through trauma and shit, like, I think everything's calculated and fucking done on purpose, even though sometimes it's just pure ignorance and just doing what they feel was right for them at that moment. But like my brain, as some of you might know about CPTSD if you haven't yourself or have done research, like your brain thinks everything is calculated. Like everyone around you is calculating shit and like trying to do shit to harm you. When in reality it's not like that. But sometimes it is. And they're just really good at gaslighting the shit out of you. I'm hoping and thinking, well, trying to think, latter. The former? Former's before latter. I don't know. Either way, I'm trying to think better. And the only way to think better is to push the negative thoughts away. But then, like, what if your negative thoughts are right and you're just pushing away the reality because you want to stay blissfully ignorant? Like, where's the real balance? Where's the reality in the situation, you know? I don't know. I feel like I took so many steps backwards this weekend by raising my voice, and it definitely didn't help my throat to raise my voice, but I'm just tired of being like the ability of others to push me past the point. I wish I could just shut off my emotions talking to certain people and just, but like it's literally impossible, especially with certain people. And about like certain subjects, I just can't shut my brain off about it. Like it just bothers me, and I don't know how to not have it bother me. Like for example, um, I've been told that I'm not allowed to watch certain people because they're arrogant, they're spreading misinformation, and they're blah, blah, whatever. So I stopped watching them entirely. I have them as do not recommend even on my YouTube. But I ask for the same respect, and they are up on the big screen every other week. Like I don't know. Like what do you do? Sorry, I was trying to irritate myself with how little I could breathe. What do you do? Try to be open and honest about the fact that you don't want to see or hear or anything of that individual. And you openly state a boundary, and then they keep asking why. You shouldn't have to explain a why when you've already explained it multiple times. And especially considering, like, it was years ago that you came to this conclusion, and you no longer have the room in your brain to keep that information because it's useless information to you now. So you just, and the only thing you keep is that, hey, that person's bad. Don't listen to them, right? Like, I don't know. how how do you focus on healing when everything around you is hindering? And like sometimes everything's fine, but like we're not talking about those moments. We're talking about the moments in between, like when it really counts. Like sure, yeah, shit can be great, awesome, but I'm past focusing on those anymore. Like all I ever used to focus on is the good times in a situation, and I'm done being fooled and veiled by just the good times when there's so many bad. I'm gonna not only focus on my part in the bad, but like the parts that are completely out of my control and focus on how and why it's out of my control and how to fix that. And the things that are in my control, I'm going to keep trying to just shut up in those moments and or like find the common ground of like, hey, this is my little space. I don't have a door to close to have a space that is for me and to make me feel safe and to get out of a situation. I can't just go to somebody else's room and close the door on them in their room. Like, this is where I have. So, like, I don't know, I feel like, what do I do? I just keep eating chicken nuggets and I hope that eventually I'll, I'm just tired of the consistent pushback. I'm tired, exhausted. I try to do what I can to make the individual times that I can feel better, like having a shower and shaving everywhere and putting my face on and blah blah blah. Like, that can only go so far. You know, it can really only go so far. How do I consistently feel better when I consistently feel worse? That is the question. Ugh. Mopey Mucus Monday. That's the one close. I hope you have a good day. If you've had a shower yet, then make a tea. If you haven't, then go for a shower. Feel nice and warm. The sun is out. Cool. Yeah, open it and see some rainbows. Yeah, go for a shower and make a tea and make yourself some protein. And eat the rest of my hot dog and chicken nuggets. Yes, I am chasing my chicken nuggets with hot dog, or chasing my hot dog with chicken nuggets. But either way, they're two in the same. Uh, yeah, I hope you have a good day.